Hi guys, it's Peter here, and I've been here in Thailand around about 3 years now, and so I thought it was time I did a video about how I feel now. So this video basically touches on 4 items, 4 subjects: health, wealth, happiness and relationships. How am I doing in all those 4 areas? So let's begin. So first of all, health. How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm now 63, I think. And yeah, I feel pretty good for 63. I think that I don't get as much exercise as I should, but that's just part of my lifestyle here. It will become obvious in this video what I do on a day-to-day basis, and there's not a lot of exercise involved. However, I don't feel that it's too much of an issue. I do walk. Obviously here it's very, very hot, and so I don't do anything too hard. Yeah, because you're going to get a sweat. If you jog, for instance, you're going to get a sweat. I like to go swimming occasionally, but I haven't done that for a while now. But yeah, I mean, basically, I think I'm okay. I'm not sure about the atmosphere, meaning the atmosphere around Bangkok, and whether I'm in the best place in Thailand. I don't think I am, because I think there's a lot of pollution here because of the traffic. However, I think generally speaking I'm doing okay. So that's the health issue. Next, let's look at how I feel about wealth. This is a difficult one because it's cheaper to live here, but I still cannot save money, and this is a bit of a problem because, you know, sometimes there are things that I want to do but I can't do. For instance, when I first came here, what I wanted to do was to carry on travelling and using Bangkok as a base and making videos from other areas of Thailand, and I sometimes find that I can't afford to do it because I cannot save here. There's always something comes up. Now, it is cheaper to live here, but I live in Thailand, and so when I do my work, which is all online now, which is, I'll talk about this later, but this is to do with, you know, my lifestyle here, and what I wanted to do. Am I happier? Yes, I am happier because I can do what I want. I can work online, which is what I always wanted to do, and I don't get as much money as I would have done if I'd work a normal job, okay? But here I can survive on that money, but survive is the optimum word here. What I'd like to do is to be able to earn a little bit more so I can save some money so that I can go off travelling to other places in Southeast Asia and bring you videos about those places. And sometimes it's a little difficult because I can't quite get the money saved up. At the end of the day, however, things are a lot cheaper here. So working online, I can manage to put a roof over my head to feed myself, and, you know, I can afford to go out once or twice a week and have a drink and a meal, but beyond that it's pretty difficult because of what I do online. But that's really my problem and something that I need to work on, and I am working on it. So yeah, I'm happy in the fact that I'm working and I can support myself on the money I'm getting. So let's move on to relationships. Relationships are pretty difficult here. I saw a video about China the other day, and this brought a lot of things together for me, because I'd always wondered, sorry about that, my phone making a noise there. I'd always wondered about why I felt that there was no dedication, no attachment like you get, there it goes again, like you get in the West. It's totally different, and that is because of the culture here. You know, I guess that we've had a good life in the West. We've never really, most of us anyway, have never really wanted for a lot, and we can always rely on agencies like government agencies, or we have been able to in the past anyway, rely on government agencies to give us social security and this type of thing. Doesn't happen here, and life is pretty hard, and so I guess that they've got a different view of the family here. I'll tell you about the Chinese and the way they look upon relationships. This guy said on his video that he was asked a question about if his mother and his wife fell into a river and he had to save them, who would he have to save first? And he thought about it, and you know, as he said, ideally he would like to save both of them, but if it was a choice of who to save first, and he said his wife, and that was the wrong answer here, or certainly there in China, and I think it's the same here in Thailand as well. The family comes a lot higher than personal relationships, even when it comes to a wife who's from a different family. So it's not as important as family. And this is a bit of a problem to us Westerners, I think, because we think differently. But, you know, we haven't had the hardships that they've had here. And so the family unit supports each other here. It's like if you have a child, certainly in China, they say that the child is a bit of an investment. They send the child to the best schools to get the best education if they can afford it, so that that child can look after the family once he gets older and is able to work and get a good job. And I feel that that's the same here in Thailand as well. So it doesn't quite fit snugly with the Western idea of relationships. You'll find that the family will always come first, and that's difficult to deal with sometimes. I'm sure you know what I mean. So what is my day like? Well, most days, in fact, just about every day, 7 days a week, I sit here in front of this camera, and I'm either in front of this camera or my webcam, because I'm either talking to students online, because I work as an English conversation coach to students around the world, and also I make videos for clients as well. So most days I wake up around about 8 o'clock in the morning, and by 9 o'clock, you know, I have a shower and stuff like that, and then I start to work, and I work till generally about 5 in the afternoon. I have a lot of time in between those things I do, so I get housework done and things like that, or I might even pop down to the shop if I need something. But then at about 5 or 6 o'clock I'll finish, and then I'll go around the corner to see my lady friend Paparazzi, who I've known since I came here. If you've been following me, you'll know who she is. And she's been a good friend, and I'll spend a few hours with her and then I'll come home again. Now sometimes we go out, sometimes we just stay around her soi, which is her street, and we'll go across the road, and there are other, mainly Thai people there. Of course, it's a Thai area, and I enjoy it, but of course I don't speak Thai, so it's a little bit difficult. So why don't I learn to speak Thai? Well, my excuse is that, well, I can only use Thai here. If I was learning English, it's a different story. They speak English in many countries around the world. It's a useful language to have. I don't think Thai is a useful language to have, except here. So, in a way, I feel that, well, you know, should I, if I want to live here full time forever, maybe I should learn Thai. So I don't know, it's still a decision I've got to make, but that would certainly help, I'm sure. But yeah, so sometimes we go out, sometimes we'll stay around the soi, the street, and just hang around with some other Thai people eating Thai food. Thai food's another thing I want to talk about. Thai food, they say it's delicious. Some of it is. They like spicy food. They add lots of spices, particularly chilies, but also ginger and lemon or lime and garlic. So it tastes quite nice. The only thing I can't get my head around is that if you want a meat dish, they don't tend to cut the fat off or anything else. They cook everything. This again goes back to the fact that it's a poor country and they're used to cooking everything. Get hold of a chicken, you know, everything goes in the pan. They don't, you know, they don't waste anything. Whereas we in the West, we're used to our cuts of lean meat. Never heard of it here. I can get it, but it's more expensive, of course. So, although I like Thai food, there are some times, especially in the local street restaurants, and there's many, many here, I don't always enjoy it. It's in fact the one thing I do miss about the West is the food. Although I think it's probably a lot healthier here because they do eat a lot more vegetables and they are natural, straight from the tree. You know, you'll see trees around here with fruit growing and people pick it and vegetables growing and they just pick it and shove it into the pot, yeah, or eat it as it is. So it's a lot healthier here. So that's another good thing about Thailand. The food is healthier. So at the end of the day, have I made the right decision? Yes, I think I have. I'm a lot happier here. It's not always easy, but yeah, I think I made the right decision to come and live here in Thailand. I'm far happier here because, as I said, I can do what I want. I can work online and survive on the money I earn. It's just that I need to earn a little bit more, I think. And as I said, I'm working on that. And that will make me a lot happier. But it's you know, it's just the same throughout the world, isn't it? We all want to earn more. We all need more money so that we can do the things we want. And it's the same with me. So yeah, I mean, when I first came here, it was very, very exciting. I mean, I first started travelling around here about 4 years ago. I travelled around Southeast Asia, liked it a lot, and then decided within a year, less than a year, that I was going to come and live here. And it's not a decision that I regret. It's a great place. Difficult, sometimes. Depends on you. It depends on the person. Can you handle these difficulties, like the relationships, for instance? If you can, then you'll be fine. They say that you need to have a thick skin to live here, and I'm sure that that is probably true. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, a little bit about my life and how it's progressed the last few years since I've been here in Thailand, and it's a great place at the end of the day. Bye.